everyone. It is Monday, May 24th. We just got to the studio, and as you can see, we are tuned in to the Anjuna Beats Twitch channel. Right now, my favorite artists of the moment, Fatum. They are doing this super exclusive cloud set, and we're tuned in. Last project wasn't marked on Friday with my other one for whatever crazy reason, so I haven't even unlocked the next unit yet, and it's like 10 a.m. So we got Ableton in the background here working on one of our new tracks, and Fatum. We're just gonna chill out today, watch the stream, wait for our next unit to get unlocked, and work on music, because we're online students, and this is how it goes sometimes. We won't even talk about my vlog editing issues. We're not even gonna bring it up, okay? All right? Okay. Let's get back to the stream. Welcome back to another episode of Sunday Fun Day on a Monday. Been a while since we had to do a Sunday Fun Day on a Monday, but finally our Art of Flow assignment got marked and we passed. We're good to go. We're moving on. Unit 8 of level 3. Let's just get right into it. Here we go. Live show set flow, bass synthesis, melodies. Starting off with Ableton. Live show set flow, adding live element. Over to the left, Ableton classes are organizing decks and stems, working with the APC 40 part 1, working with the APC 40 part 2, headphone cue and monitor mixes, live looping, advanced control, and then the class notes on live show set flow. Naturally followed by an Ableton project for live performance. Moving forward into synthesis. In this lesson, we'll explore some common techniques of creating and processing synthesized bass sounds. Synthesis classes are creating 808 kicks, bass synthesis, bass growls, processing bass, then the class notes on bass synthesis, followed by a synthesis project sound recreation 8. Into keys, adding melody. This keyboard techniques lesson, you will explore melody, melodic structure, melodic motion, melodic development, chord and non-chord tones, adding a melody to a progression. And then, as per usual, we have a keys project, adding a melody, followed by a keys playing assignment. Well, we don't want to waste time. We do not want to waste a minute here. Bass synthesis as well as processing. I am very, very excited for that, as well as moving into the melody writing phase of keys. I don't necessarily struggle to come up with melodies, but what I do struggle with is what melody that I have created is the actual lead melody for the track. I can kind of riff off of ideas that I come up with, and then next thing you know, I got 2 or 3 or 4 melodic ideas. And so for me, I kind of struggle with picking and choosing what's the lead, what's the accent, am I layering too many different melodies on top of each other, and they're kind of conflicting melodic ideas, even though in my head I feel like they're both strong and they could play together, but it's like, what do I want the focus of the track to be? What's the most memorable, and what's the simplest way to deliver that? Just some questions that pop up into my head, and as it usually goes, I have been working with my mentor on some of that stuff. So really excited to jump into Unit 8 of Level 3. We've only really got 3 more units in this level. Unit 11 is basically just a review. Kind of my final checkpoints for this entire level. It's 2 in the afternoon on Monday. We finally unlocked the next unit, but we're having a good day. We're having a really, really good day so far. All right, that is it for Sunday Fun Day on a Monday. Welcome back to another episode of Mental Health Monday. And this Mental Health Monday, I wanted to talk about believing in yourself. I got a bit of an interesting example that came up the other day. I was chatting with Becca, and basically what happened was she was doing an assignment for school, and she just wasn't really interested in the material she was reading. And so anyways, she's just struggling getting into it, and it was quite a few pages. And so anyways, she was, procrastinating a bit, blah, 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 blah. I mean, we've all been there. And then a little while later, weirdly enough, she couldn't figure out something to do with her car. And so she's pulling out the owner's manual and just flipping through it. She's sending me pictures on Snapchat going, oh my God, look what I just learned about my car. Oh my God, look what I just learned about this. And I'm trying to figure out why my car door keeps locking, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, you're telling me that you could sit there and read a car manual for a Volkswagen, but you're having difficulties reading something that's going to get you to the next level of school so you can pursue your career? I thought it was just kind of ironic that what she is in versus something she wanted to figure out that has to do with her car. And so you probably see where I'm going with this. It's just a really interesting mentality that I believe can be learned. I find this whole picture really interesting where it's like we can fall into these mental traps, and whatever story we're telling ourselves about that current project, this reading is boring, I'm not into it, I don't want to have to do a write-up on this, and we almost like lose sight that like just doing that gets us to the next level, gets us to the next semester, gets us to the more interesting classes, actually gets us on the path to completing school and moving on to the career that we actually want to do. You know, and I'm not saying for myself at Icon that every tiny little thing that we do I'm 100% ecstatic about all the time, but I have a laser focus on the big picture and what this is guiding me to. So it's just funny, you know, and the perspective of it, it's almost like you don't realize until you actually talk to somebody about it. So her and I were having a pretty big laugh, and, you know, believing in yourself, and just when you have these kinds of thoughts pop into your head, challenge them, right? Like that's what we did here. And it might be boring. I mean, it's okay if it's boring. It's the mentality and the behaviors that come with that self-talk, you know, procrastination, feeling down, being unhappy, feeling unmotivated, those kinds of things where it's just like, wait, what am I doing? What am I thinking? I need to do this assignment. This is what's gonna get me here. You catch my drift, obviously. I just thought that was funny and an opportunity to talk about mentality and believing in yourself and challenging those thoughts, challenging those beliefs so we can set ourselves up mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually for pushing on and heading towards that success that we desire. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, May 25th. We just got to the studio, and considering we didn't unlock the next unit until I think noon or so yesterday, obviously we are jumping into the classes for this week. I think I'll do a little announcement about it. I'm loving the Discord that we just started. I think we got about 12 founding members so far, but it is popping off in there. Such a cool and unique place to connect directly with fans, other artists. Like, I'm having a lot of fun with this, and it feels like it's just something that I've been missing. This kind of thing, Discord, really feels like it's bridging that gap and bringing me closer together with people following my journey. But anyways, it's enough talking out of me. We gotta get to work. We got a lot going on this week. Some more Ableton Live performance, bass synthesis, and melody writing. It's gonna be a big week as we head to the end of level 3. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, May 26th. We just got to the studio nice and early. That's a lie. It's not that early. It's like 10. We're doing the keys lessons today, and this time it's all about melody. Melody, motifs, and how it all works together to create a memorable song. I think I talked about this briefly for Sunday Funday, but like, I have no issues coming up with a whole bunch of different melodies, but the problem is distinguishing what actually is a motif, what's an accompaniment, what is an actual melody. The definition of melody is a group of notes played one at a time. I've always considered in trance like big chords to be the melody, you know, especially that classic supersaw sound. I guess for the most part, I have been doing this without actually knowing the technical names behind some of the stuff I've been doing. But that's also left me somewhat confused because, I'll write one melody and then from that melody, I'll think of another melody. And then from that melody, I'll think of a cool arpeggiation. And then from that arpeggiation, I'll think, ooh, this chord stack would sound good. And then I convert that chord stack into the pads. And then I take that top line from the pad and turn it into the piano. And now I got a whole bunch of different ideas that I need to sort through to figure out what's the most memorable, to figure out, wait, is this one the lead or is the one that I wrote after this one the lead, and this one could just be used as like an intro. Obviously I have music out and so I've figured it out for the most part, but it can get very confusing. If you can relate to that as a producer, like, just go easy on yourself, keep writing, keep arranging, keep finishing those tracks. I guess the point is just never stop learning, because as things go on, as time goes on, each time I invest in myself and do something like this, I learn. And you can't say that about a lot of professions, to be honest. I'm really excited to get into melody, and that's what we're pretty much gonna do for the day. Have no fear, don't worry. If I have any other major epiphanies, I'll jump on here and let you know. Let's get to work. Welcome back to another episode of Whip Wednesday. And we have been remixing classics into a fusion of techno, melodic techno, progressive trance, and uplifting trance. We are creating a remix pack to give away of a whole bunch of amazing classic dance music tracks. Here's another one we got going on that I am absolutely loving. Let's just jump into it. We got a whole bunch of loops going on. We've just been jamming out. Let's take a listen. What do you think? I am loving it. The classic Benny Benassi Satisfaction. I think we've got a winner to add to the remix pile. That'll be it for Whip Wednesday today.